Hey everyone, this is Tracy with Color Me This. We're on episode 456 today. Welcome to the channel and welcome back if you are returning. We're just going to continue on coloring with Fred today using the same 5 Prismacolors that I used. I don't even think I used all of them. I think I only used 3 of them last time. So I will show you the 3 that I used. Maybe it was only 2. I believe I only colored with these 2. Sepia 948 and Sienna Brown 945. I have chocolate, which I may have used a little bit of, 1082. The green is from ink, a rubber stamping ink. And then I do have Pale Sage and Prussian Green 1089 and 109 that we may use a little bit of in between to clean up. Like I'm seeing some areas here that aren't as green as the tone that I used, and so I can just run in with the Pale Sage as needed. I can come back later. I can mix these colors together if I want. So that's kind of what the 2 greens are for. So we're just going to continue on. I'm going to go back to my russet color. The russet, I keep calling it russet, but it is Sienna Brown. It's kind of a rusty orange color. There are a variety of different tones to the Hawksbill Sea Turtle, and I chose a more one that uses this tone for some color variation. I have actually posted a link to the photo, and then today I went and grabbed, that was the photo that I used for the first day. We're going to be tackling the underside of this of his body, and I have another image. I'll post that image as well. It'll be a link to the image because I think for copyright purposes I can't actually download. In fact, one of them, the underbelly, is from a license. I probably shouldn't be using it, but you know, all Hawksbills have this color, so I'm only using it for some color tones. So I might look for a different image, since that is an actual photograph website with royalties. So I am just going down the front fin to get us started, adding more of this color tone to the front. Paying a little more attention to the details today. I won't be spending a ton of time on Fred compared to how much time we spent on his coral back. And I'm not going to get rid of any of the black lines. I'm going to only have all the highlighted bits will all be only this area here of brightness, and then hopefully I will make the rest of it more muted and realistic. I've already mentioned that because of the water and the fact that the Langos are very water sensitive, I will not be using a water-based background. The closest I might go with is a quick brush of ink. I was not happy with how my drawing Frisket, Pebeo is the brand that I use, this drawing gum, and the lid is on so that it does not go all over everything. That actually tore the paper, so I will be coming up with a different method. I really want to avoid having to hand color, but it might be in the end that pencils is just going to be the cleanest solution. Okay, I am going to take our sage, pale sage is what this is called. Yep, pale sage 1089, and I'm just going to make sure that we are colored in. I could clean up the tones, but I also don't mind it looking a little messy in real life. He's going to have spots and speckles anyway. All right. The only last thing to set the stage is to take the sepia and darken up the spots. Their spots are actually quite dark, so I'm going to darken these back spots. And then I see that this one I actually did not get colored at all. These are still feeling just as soft as a soft pencil can be. But I am still using medium to light pressure. Let's grab the, oh, and I'm almost off the page. Let's move it so you can see what I am doing. Mix this all together. Alright, takes care of that foot. So the front of his fins. This is the chocolate 1082. I can tell I'm already getting into that serious coloring mode. The pregnant silence of concentrating. Just using the guides of the lines from the artist. He has a pretty long neck. Some of these hawksbill turtles have very short necks. All a little different. The purpose for this color is mostly just shadows. Their skin is that pale green. It's mostly probably from algae growing on it. It's just very pale. I will have to come over here and color these. We will do that when I start the bottom. I do want to bring in some of the russet sienna brown. Sage green coming in. I am doing some heavier lines You're just using heavier pressure. Here and there where I see heavier lines, and I will be avoiding the temptation to want to do the whole new line thing to him. It is very tempting. Back to sepia. I am working on, I guess, this black line on this side. I am minimizing it, I guess, making it a big long shadow line. Just kind of rolling with it. Had to get the wrinkles to look like wrinkles. I think that I am going to work a little bit on just the darkening in the shadows. Get the contrast right. All right, there is Fred. All right, so the next thing to tackle is trying to do my best job of matching the corally items on the bottom. I do even have like a starfish and a couple of interesting elements. We have a clownfish. So we'll leave the fishes alone for now. Fishes I'll probably do before I do the background. I need to have them filled in. Even if they're white, I'll do a resist layer of white. So that is to come. I'm just grabbing from my Lazy Susan some colors here. This purple, see the brain? I call that the brain. We've got some of those here. So that is how I am starting, using dark purple 931. Popping in all of the shadowy colors. Now that was pretty heavy pressure. This is light pressure. So now we're going over in this one and with the light pressure. This one might all be dark. Where anything looks like it's underneath other layers, I'm going to stick with the darkest color. So this paper actually it's very smooth, and so with these colors, if I haven't mentioned it already, they don't go on really dark. It could be that I am not using a ton of pressure as well as part of it. Now also I have to think that I may possibly want some, I moved to a little bit lighter pomegranate 195. There's some aqua tones that I might want to add in. So I don't want to fill in all the tooth and then not be able to have any of the kind of watery aquatic tones show through. I'm even thinking of darkening up and using a lot of like a dark navy to darken up things down here. Okay, so there's our brains. I don't see, I might, oh, there's one back there, right in the back. Very subtle. And even if I'm not absolutely perfect with the colors, we've got crimson red, mineral orange. I'm working on the antler formations colors next. Moving to this orange, mineral orange. Notice I'm leaving the lights, the tips where it would be the lightest. I am not sure how light I want to go. I think I might leave them until the end to decide if I want to lighten them up or do I want to leave them darker tones. Back to crimson red. Mineral orange. to mineral orange. Yep, I see a little brain there. That can be purple. So this week, look at that, I actually feel like talking now. I must be more comfortable doing these. I do always intend to chat, but when I get focused, I think it's okay with some pregnant silence. But as I was saying, every summer at this community, during the off season, is when all of the maintenance happens, and upgrades and updates and that kind of thing. And one of the things that they did was switch our pool from chlorine to salt water. Now I want to get this brain here before I forget it, so I'm picking up the, I didn't even use this magenta, dark purple and pomegranate. So the pool was closed for 2 months, and it opened last Wednesday, so we're back in action with an instructor doing our instructor-led classes every day. I don't go every day. It depends, like if I have appointments or anything going on. And then when I do the coloring classes, I tend to stay home that morning and not go exercise. Sometimes I'll exercise. Other times I will not. So today was Zumba in the pool, dancing in the pool day, which I really love. It's very tiring. But it's one of my favorite things to do. Zumba in the pool. The weather is much cooler. It's in the 80s when we are in the pool, and the pool water is quite crisp, which is so nice after the heat of the summer. I think almost every summer the pool is having something done to it, and we have a period of time where we don't have classes. We do have more than one pool, so everybody was using the other pool. It's a smaller pool. It has a lot more ambiance, and it's screened and has big tropical trees around it. Let's see, I want to do a little bit of yellow. We're just about out of time, but I wanted to see if I could get just some spots of color going. I'm going to grab the goldenrod, is the darkest orangey color, and I could even go and use the mineral orange as my darkest, with the lightest color being jasmine, which I don't know that I'll use a lot of. So let's start with the middle tone and pick. We have this shape up here, and I was thinking that this shape could be a match for it. So that has been nice, but I do find that I get very tired because it's so fun and new and exciting, and so when I am done, I get home and I have actually napped a couple of times. which is unusual for me during the day napping, no less. Okay, so we've got a yellow. I have the teal. I'm just going to grab a teal. Here's the darkest teal. We'll just get all sorts of colors. I hope I remember all these and get them loaded for you guys in the description. So cobalt turquoise 105, aquamarine 905, and the shapes. That I made. Oh, and look at, I went way off the lines there. I can fix that. This shape is a new shape. I'll have to figure out what that's going to be. Oh, rumbly thunder. I switched on you to the lighter aquamarine. We will pick this right back up. Finish the bottom. Didn't get any of this lighter color over here. When we resume, Fred is colored. Thank you everyone for joining me today. I appreciate all of you who watch my channel. Do all of the YouTube things like share, comment, consider subscribing. And we will do this all again very soon. Everybody take care, and I'll see you on the next one.